Hey, yo, it's Daeni. Welcome to another Friday Knives. Today we're going to be taking a look at the CRKT Columbia River knife and tool. The end is silent. We're just going to get right into unboxing because that is the biggest waste of time. This comes with 4 items. Alright, first piece of trash, cardboard with the serial number and the name. Let's get set. Alright, everywhere. Then you get the manual telling you how the safety system, how to work it, how you really use it. Real light. And you get the manual. Yo, this knife, lifetime warranty. Now I don't know if it comparable brands, like if it covers the serrated edges of blades. I think it do. So I'm not gonna read through all of the instructions, but for the most part, let's just say at the bare minimum, it covers the front part of the blade. You can call, like email, or speak with someone and they'll let you know exactly what it covers. If you buy the knife, you're not gonna regret it. Barely anyone sending knives to get sharpened anyway. The person that recommended this to me said that they've never really sent the blade in to get sharpened. They always did it themselves. So that's typically the breakdown of what they do with the knife, and that's what I'm gonna do. Yo, this is mad funny though. I was just reading this. You could pause and take a look at that. I hate it. And then you get this trash. I mean, this plastic, not the blade. It's plastic that the blade comes in. The box isn't taped or anything like that. So that if it comes taped, the person who sold it to you, if you bought it from a third party, probably taped it themselves. But it don't come taped. That is not how these blades usually come. I have the 13. This is the 14 SFG, but I have the 13 SFG as well. It's a pretty cool blade. It's a lot smaller, more narrow. This blade I bought because I was doing some work on some geology joint, and someone recommended it. I mean, I knew about the knives, but someone had a Columbia River knife tool, and they recommended it. They were using it, and it was like, it's a lot cheaper. It's more affordable than a Benchmade. You could get one of these for like 80 bucks, and this is a solid blade. Real quick, this is what it looks like when it's closed. It has that cross situation going on, which is good because I had the Adamus, and I was giving it like rave reviews and all that, and dude was like, yeah, but this is cheaper and it has a lot of the same features. When you're stabbing, it can stop your hand with these protruding pieces of metal. And then he said that's a better safety, but it's easier to unfold. So with the Benchmade, to unfold it, you have to press these little, use your thumb really. You can use your wrist to flick it. But with this, you can just use the same protruding pieces of metal to open the blade, which is pretty dope. I think that's a selling point. And the closing feature is, I guess, safer, but it's too complicated. You have to get used to it. On the Benchmade, you just press the release back and you can close the blade. But here, you have to actually use this little red thing right here. And you gotta kind of, pinch back this locking system to free the blade so you can fold to close it. I mean, it's not difficult once you get the hang of it, but it can be a learning curve for some people. It has a G10 body, if you didn't see it when I was showing it earlier, and the serrations on the blade is a little funky, and it's on one side. It has like a 45-degree angle, ocean looking wave. It's a drop point, and it look like they beveled the top of the blade. The smaller version, the 13 SFG, is like this has like a steep little corner right here. On the 13 SFG, it's a little bit more pronounced. The cool thing about this is it is ambidextrous. You can put it blade up or blade down. I don't know if you can get this with a deep pocket carry. That is kind of a deal breaker for me, because in most cases when you're trying to conceal it, you might have a decent amount of the blade sticking out. When you put the blade on, it's gonna stop right here, which that's not bad to have at least this much of the blade showing. Deep pocket carry normally brings it so that none of the blade is showing. And this is a pretty girthy blade too, so you know, the negative part is that it's really wide and people are gonna see it when you're carrying it. The positive side is that when you're holding it, you got a lot of purchase area. You could, like, really, if you got big meaty hands, you're gonna definitely be able to grip a good amount of the blade to do what you need to do. If you gotta cut something, stab something, cook something, whatever you really do with knives, this is definitely gonna give you a good purchase and a lot of say-so in the game. I've used enough of these to kind of, like, I don't know, enjoy the blade itself. But like I said, if you're like Spyderco, and most of them don't have this double locking mechanism, so you know, a lot of people might not, there might be some, not a lot, there might be some people who find that that's an annoying feature. Okay, the blade is real. This is a coated steel. What kind of steel is this? I don't know. I never really asked that question. You know, Benchman makes it so they go out of their way to tell you what steel you're getting with the blade. This doesn't, you know, and I'm sure on, like, online they'll tell you, give you more details on the kind of steel. No. Let's take a look. No, they don't really tell you what kind of steel the blade is made out of. And I don't want to take a guess and steer anyone wrong. You might want to look up go to, like, the website and read the website to go see what it says. But I don't have any information on what kind of steel this is. But it's pretty sharp, so you know, standard sharpening stone could probably take care of that anyway, so ain't nothing really, it's not like a deal breaker, okay? It's not like a deal breaker. The thing that I never really got about this is, it has the holes, but it kind of has a, this is what I never liked about this one, even on the thin one, the 13 SFG, it's not, like, there's holes here on both sides, but there's like a piece of metal inside, as if they didn't feel like milling. Oh, here's what happened. Because it uses that blade to keep it, like, locked open, that I was speaking on earlier, the blade in the middle, if you can see it, that piece of steel, not the blade, but that piece of steel in the middle that kind of locks the blade forward, it's like a tension blade, so once you open it, it springs open and it locks in the blade into the open position. Well, that kind of blocks the holes as well. So on one side, you're gonna have it kind of transparent where, you know, you can probably squeeze a finger through, but on the other side, it's a solid piece of steel. I don't like that because I don't like when lint and stuff get in the blades from your pockets. Okay, so after a while, you know, it just looks nasty, and you know, that's kind of gross. I like a clean look on the blade. I mean, it's a clean looking blade when it's brand new, but you got to think about it a couple of months from now when you've been using it and you've been walking and hiking in mud and all these other elements that might get into the blade. It's just going to create a gross looking blade. Not a deal breaker, but it is something that can definitely be aggravating at times. If this is all you can afford, then there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're looking for more and you want to get something more easier to work around, then you know, you might want to try something else. You get a lot of features that you'll get on the more expensive blades, but like I said, there's other nuances that you might have to deal with that you might not want. Pretty good blade. I appreciate it. I enjoy it. I like it. With that said, if you're in the market and you're looking for a blade and you come across this, and you know, if this video helps you like come to a decision, you know, you're welcome. If not, well, you're welcome. With that said, thank you for watching. Hit that like, hit that sub, share this video, let people know. We talk about knives, we talk about watches, we talk about guns. What else is there? One!